We're on.
Whew, man, it was crazy throwing this thing together today. Good morning, everybody. We have anybody on?
Hunter, he's mad at us because we're late.
Yeah, he'll be all right. Yeah.
I'm chewing. This is not good.
It'll buff out. You can chew. I chew all the time. I chew it, eat, drink, just
You
Hunter.
didn't even have breakfast. You're going to be irritable.
I'm irritable. Actually, I'm in a good mood. I had crackers, like leftover Christmassy crap.
Look, I made you those banana muffins.
Woo! Banana muffins. Is the sound on? Oops. Sorry.
Good morning, everybody. Let us know if the sound is good.
You got how many humans on your thingamajig?
So far, we have 43.
40?
We're just going to start off chit-chatting.
We're just going to chit-chat. Have you got the camera centered?
Yes, everything's good.
Or are you
with
showing
the
my
camera.
nasty freaking stairs over here?
I'm showing the nasty freaking stairs.
Get those nasty stairs out of my life.
Well, I'd have to go way over here to get them out.
Woo! Stairs. You know what those are actually called? They're called stelves. I came up with them, I don't know, 10 years ago?
You can come forward a little bit if you want to be closer to people.
I will just go back when I talk about all of our presents that we got.
Yeah, Hunter, they do have That's some good kombucha.
Man.
Good morning.
That's why he wins all these trivia things, because he freaking pays attention.
He's going to have to be on his game today, because we're going to ask some trivia questions. The way we've been doing it with picking a number, it's not working.
And it's like fights breaking out?
No fights, but people are...
I'm going to have some hum.
Trust Monkey, the sales were awesome yesterday. We've had so many new patrons, and...
Look, our sales in the last 24 hours are what we had ever dreamed a total launch would be. So that just shows the loyalty of you guys. And I'm going to tell you something. Had you all not jumped on those, because these are lower quantities than we normally do. So the batch is a third of the size of normal so that we don't get killed. And the stuff that we're going to release tomorrow at noon, it will sell out in minutes. Because you guys bought a third of what we released.
Are you drinking that now?
Why not?
It's been sitting there.
No, I just got it from the other office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now you got coffee as a backup, too.
Mm-hmm. The coffee is hot, and I'm sissy, I guess. Anyway, thank you guys so much. That's kind of a thing we want to pass on to you guys so that you can guaranteed, because, you know, you make this stuff possible. You make YouTube possible. You make the company possible. It's such a huge value to me to be able to get that feedback on new products and names and all that stuff from you guys. So I love our little Patreon family. I mean, it may eventually be where everything sells out through Patreon, because honestly, there's no reason not to do it, because if you use your Patreon 10 discount, it pays for the whole year. Like if you buy 2 knives, it pays for the whole year, and you get free stuff. So
Casey Curtis, do you have to be on Patreon to order today?
Today, yes. Well,
not tomorrow, though.
Not tomorrow. So we'll release everything at noon tomorrow. So there's 3 tiers on Patreon: $3, $9, and $25.
Hey, Sassy56 Plus said Jeremiah Babe sent them over.
Yeah, I texted him yesterday. I don't know what's up, Maya, with the H, yo. He and I are like one track tracking geopolitics, fiscal responsibility, SHTF. Like we became fast like friends. Like boom, oh yeah, really? And we use a lot of the same intel sources, which is really cool. So that dude knows what he's talking about, and it's an honor that he found our stuff and all
your video.
He found my SHTF video, right?
Mom's on. She said, "Yay, 30.5 thousand."
Good morning, Mom. Now listen, we were at 28,000 just a couple days ago. That blows my mind that YouTube is growing that fast. We had like 500 overnight. Insanity.
Cool, Georgia Fly Fisher. His piranha hasn't left his pocket. Lots of people saying,
"Oops."
the Patreon's worth it.
Thanks, guys.
For their knives that they've won and things that they've bought and things like that.
Which brings me to my next point. Sorry. I play with this thing all the time. Is he on?
Yeah, I saw his name.
Look. I'm such an animated person. can we say your name? I don't know. Tell me if you want to.
Well, he's Wacko Jr. on here. I don't know if he wants his name said. His real name.
I'm always talking and pointing at stuff and doing things, and
he's laughing. He's putting laughing, crying
Look,
faces.
Me and camera daughter, our little 8-year-old, have been playing with this thing nonstop.
He said, yeah, it's all good. It's Kenny.
Kenny Jarvis. I remembered. But look, I've picked my nose with this. I've picked my kid's nose with this.
No, you haven't.
I've poked people with it. That is true. I have poked a lot of people with it. It's fun. It looks like Mickey's finger. But it's awesome. So thanks, man. Seriously, I know you think it's funny, but I will use the crap out of this.
You can do it when you're pointing out your challenge coins and stuff.
That's what I'm going to do because I need it because I would knock all this crap down.
Because he heard you say, I wish I had a pointer.
See? That should have been a trivia question. What do I wish I had? A lot of stuff. I guess we got enough people on. We can talk about the new things in the room, right?
Not yet. I just wanted to say a few things first. So I posted on Patreon your plaque that you won for the shooting contest.
Whatever.
And I
totally would not have mentioned that. You people that know me know that.
Well, and I was talking to you about it, and you had said that you were, what was it called that you were?
A PMI. Primary Marksmanship Instructor in the Marine Corps. So...
Yeah, so that's something else I didn't mention.
I have a good foundation of shooting, but I'll tell you this, humans. When I was a kid, my dad and I would shoot a lot. And he would all be like... And I would just be like, bing! And he'd be like, what in the world? I just am not any superhuman whatever. I just happen to have a natural talent for shooting stuff. So it's a natural progression. Literally, this is no BS. When I was a kid, I would take my Crossman BB gun and shoot the tips of his Swisher Sweet cigars. And he smoked those things for my whole life.
Which is crazy that my dad smoked those too. Like,
isn't that neat?
How cool is that?
And we were only miles apart at this time.
And we met in 7th grade.
Yep. And my dad was still smoking those in 7th grade. Faux show. So I would shoot the little plastic caps from those as a kid. And then that graduated, Army men. And then I'd blow up my Ninja Turtles. Yes, I grew up in the 80s and 90s. I just was a natural shot. So it's kind of a natural progression for me.
So I was bragging on him a little bit.
So she was bragging on me.
That was a proud moment.
Yeah, she was proud of me. I'm just kind of weird about stuff like that. Like, there was some finer parts of it, that kind of felt a little bit good because they were like super, super serious.
Rob knows the Texas that wears his MP coin.
Right there.
He hasn't filled up the new rack yet.
So I left them where they originally went because I don't know why, they just kind of have their place. So your little, look, thanks Jarvis, there's your little stormtrooper.
I doubt they can see way back there, sorry.
Rob is obviously zooming in.
Y'all want me to zoom in on this stuff, I will.
And that's Rob's MP coin right there. See, Rob? If this was a bird finger, I'd show you, but it's not. But he's giving me all kind of stuff, bunches of different stuff. There was up here before I put DeRozier's thing, that Knife World Cup that he gave me a bunch of crap. And then here, Rob, since you want to be pointed out, you gave me this 511 flag too, either last year or the year before at Blade Show.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yeah, man. You know who I shot the most? Leonardo. I don't know why.
And Brandon Maple said Ninja Turtle Gang. Yeah, that was...
Raphael was my favorite. I don't know, right? And I would shoot Leonardo and Donatello the most. I don't know why. Probably Donatello because he was purple.
Oh my gosh, the cat's in here. He's going to be interrupting us.
Look, man. Yesterday, near about this time, camera wife and I were just sitting down here kind of escaping from the madness. It's quiet in this room. And this stupid ass cat climbed these shelves, and they're called shelves because they're stairs and shelves. Because when I built this bed, there's a bed that hangs on chains right off camera. That's why there's a roof over the computer. So I thought it was cool. Mm-hmm. My son, it's like this hanging bed, right? It's neat, right? It hangs from chains from the rafters, all kind of stuff. Well, he was little, so I built these stairs to get up to his room, but his room was tiny, so he needed shelves, so I named them shelves. So
long story short,
I don't know why we started this conversation.
The cat went up there.
The cat went up the effing shelves and started knocking all my shit down, and I literally grabbed it by its back legs and threw it out the door. And then camera wife goes, honey, Don't kill him. I'm like, I'm going to effing kill him. And it's a she, and I don't know why we call it a him. Maybe I feel, I'm not abusive to animals, but there's like this little chicken, that's my son's, and all this breakable stuff. These things up here, this pointer is awesome, are things that are very important to Camera Wife and I. They're like trips we took together or things we did when we first were dating. And that little shithead gets up there and knocks my stuff down. And it, look at these roses. These,
I have to zoom up because it's...
Well, these are dried roses. I dried them, and these are like special things throughout our long history together. This little shit knocked this bottle down that we got in Savannah together.
Mom said we just lost the cat peeps. No, I love my kitty.
They probably like it. But look, he knocked down these roses, and Camera Wife can attest to this. I glued each petal back together painstakingly. Idiot cat.
A couple people saying they found us through Jeremiah Babe. And,
thanks, Jeremiah Babe.
Philip Reed, the 3MF FMFs were a big hit for Christmas. Wonderful.
Man, isn't that a great blade? I'm not bragging on me. That's a
hey,
great
Casey
knife.
Shelton posted pictures of his too.
You like it?
We've got about half of those shipped.
Is that the one I did the pumpkin on?
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you, Casey, we realized after we shipped, were you wanting me to try to make a camo skull pattern out of that?
Yeah, I said that after. Oh no, what if he wanted the jack-o'-lanterns all over the blade?
And I was like, oh, I could have done that, but it would have taken me 18 years.
Casey has a thing for, I guess, Halloween because he has the orange and then the pumpkin. What's the story?
He likes Nightmare Before Christmas. It's his favorite movie.
Nuh-uh.
I have no idea. I just made that up right now. I do like the cat, but it gets on my nerves. It likes me more than I like it.
I saw he had posted on Instagram a picture, and I saw where his wife commented, or his girlfriend or whatever, below. He's all mine, girls. And I was like, yeah, that's how I am with Tim.
Yeah.
Too
Who
jealous.
Who did that?
Casey's wife or girlfriend.
Oh, they were saying stuff about him?
They just wrote under his photo, girls, he's all mine, or something.
That's how
like
Camera
that.
Wife is. Look, we make this joke that we piss on each other's boots before we leave the house.
He hates Nightmare Before Christmas. You were wrong.
I figured. That's why I said that. That's my sense of humor.
Yep, Casey, that's me. I'm so jealous of Tim.
Yeah.
Okay, did any of the
We don't
blades
play like
sell
that.
out from Lady Picture Show? And thank you, Lady Picture Show. Earlier said that it's worth it for the Patreon, and they're glad they joined and stuff.
Yeah! Damn! These T.Kell nice cups. Well, woo! Thanks, Miss Told, or Lee, or whatever you want to go by. I was looking. The new combatants, they damn near sold out. And I don't know why I put those in stock as Nitro V. They were AEBL and ADCRV. But listen, before you get your undergarments wadded up, AEBL, I love this thing. I'm going to use it for the rest of my life. Before you get upset, AEBL and Nitro V are chemically identical. If you look at their composition on a scale, you cannot tell a difference between the two steels. The only difference is there's nitrogen added in the furnace to evacuate the oxygen. So some people say it makes a difference in steel. I have cut and ground and sharpened and heat treated inordinate amounts of both, and I cannot tell a single difference. The only difference is Nitro V be sounding cooler. That it. So
Now all the people that ordered Nitro V combatants are going to be like, I wanted Nitro
it's
V.
an AEBL. That's what you're going to get. I can cancel it. I changed it this morning because our daughter, she is like, this says Nitro V. I'm like, those are AEBL. Same effing steel, people. One just has a cooler name.
Look, all these mistakes just show that you're the one actually doing this stuff.
Yeah, because it's screwed up all the time.
Because it's not perfect.
Oh, yeah. What are we talking
So
about?
I'm excited because I'm going to give away some blades today.
Yes, she
I'm going
is.
to try to give away some of the ones that we're releasing.
Yeah.
And then I got a few blims that I want to give away. And we're just going to do some trivia
Yeah.
and hope that it goes better because these number situations aren't working.
And here's what happens. We get a lot of debate about this after the fact. So when you post a comment yourself, YouTube is going to give preferential to you what you're viewing. But the broadcast is what we are forced to go by because that's what we see on our end. So it's inevitably, we get a lot of people will say, I was first, look, here's a screenshot. That's true. Your screenshot shows this, but go back and watch the video. So what I think is happening is people are just at the same time, the same exact answer, and it's overlapping, and we only have one thing to go off of, and that's the broadcast, because that's what we see. We can't see your phone, which would be creepy if we could.
So we usually give away like 2 or 3 knives because more than one person.
Yeah, we're giving away like 2 or 3 times what we anticipate, which is not a huge deal, but, you know, people get heartburn about it. And
hey, Jeff Rose, good morning. We're just, right now, just chatting a little bit, and we're going to be doing some giveaways.
Right.
And we're going to talk about the knives that are dropping tomorrow. Yeah, I like pick a number too. It's just, we don't use StreamYard, and that's the only way you can install like plugins and different things.
Yeah, StreamYard would help, but I've looked at it. I actually think I paid for a StreamYard subscription.
We need to do it at least when we're in this room.
Well, crap, we don't have time though. I mean, how are we going to get all that? I mean, look at my face. I look like I just crawled out of the woods. I have not cut my facial hair since probably CanCon.
What's the point of you saying that?
I don't have time to cut my facial hair. You know.
Somebody had commented that. Was there a discount code for Patreon when you subscribe? Yeah, there is a discount code on Patreon.
Yeah,
you
reach
get
out to
10% off.
Yeah, if you go over there, somebody will share it with
Cheryl,
you.
You know that picture Cheryl Houghton sent of his? Is that your grandson or your nephew? I'm not sure, or your son. I don't remember, but he said say hello to Joey.
Hey, Joey.
You know, he sent the picture of him wearing the shirt.
That's awesome.
And
Joey,
he loves you.
Good morning. I love you too. Let's hug. But not a T.Kell hug, because a T.Kell hug is painful. That's the rear naked, you know, a little bit of grappling. We're not going to do that. That's not nice. But yeah.
Son. Okay, it's his son.
Son! Awesome. We also got a really cool video. I don't want to name drop, but he's probably on JSOC.
Steven?
Mm-hmm.
We got a cool video of that?
Yeah, didn't he send a video of his
yeah.
son or grandson shooting the MCK?
That was his son, I thought.
Son, that's what I thought. I just want to make sure, you know. I don't know.
If you're coding, is there... Hey, 51695 Abel, did you know you won one of the blades in the last giveaway? There's actually a couple people that won.
They didn't even know.
Patreon that still haven't claimed. Like there was... I don't know if they don't realize their username from YouTube. But they haven't even claimed their win.
Well,
can you purchase a sheath for a Night Stalker separately? Yes. If it shows out of stock, then
reach out or just order.
MCKs are fun.
Yeah, I have an MCK for my 365, but I put the macro upper and grip module on my 365, so now it doesn't fit my MCK. Actually, I haven't tried it. Because it is an XL. It may fit since it just goes on the... Anyway, it's cool. I got one a long time ago. And actually, Emery knows the owner of MCK. You know, my Israeli friend.
Cool. Congrats. And what'd you ask? I just totally ignored whatever your question was. Buying for a Guardian or Warthog. Any updates?
Okay. So, yeah. I brought...
Did you bring the schedule?
Yeah. So, this is... Can you see that?
No.
Closer?
I mean,
Lower?
if you want people to be able to read the text.
Lower?
Meat's sake, how much smaller and lighter is the combatant versus the raider?
They're pretty close, man. They're a 1/4 inch difference in length. Weight-wise, not much difference at all. Can you see this now?
No.
Where does it need to be?
Closer. They may be able to see it. I don't know.
All right, so look. See this? April 1st, next quarter. Warthog, which will have the new sheath. Taylor's Ridge is coming back. Guardians, we're doing the next run of FMFs and Mercenaries, the next run of TS-87s, and the next run of Sappers. Remember, 3 to 9 months, turn on those, more likely 6 months. But this says blades, I hope...
Put it to the screen, someone said.
There you go. Can you read it now?
No, stop. There we go.
Or you can just listen. What I want to do is, want to have done is the Ops Raider, the Ops Striker, Agent 003, the Combatant Tonto, a next run of FLNs, if we can ever get
It's pretty hilarious watching you use this pointer.
Skeleton Handle Raider. That's what I hope for April. But if you take April 3 months to 9 months, that's like next year that these are delivering. I love this.
Back up.
Nobody could see that.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to know about July?
I don't know.
Here, let's do it again. Can you read?
Hey, will you stop?
For July 1, Outer Limitless, The Accomplice, The Bushman, Nightshades, Reverse Tonto, Warncliffe, MR1, Chris Sperry, that's you, Night Stalker again, and Piranhas. And I hope we can do the Giant Ass Mercenary Striker.
Hey, Chris Sperry is a cool dude.
Agent 02, Agent 04.
We have a patron. Can I say? Or do you think he'd be bothered?
Is he on?
I don't know.
He ordered 2 blades through
Are you
Patreon
on here,
yesterday.
Chris Sperry?
Anyway, I don't want to talk
I love
about...
watching those crime shows, and I'm always watching like the little... Anyway, this person was really...
Can't say.
I don't know if he wants to say, but...
I don't know. Anyway.
Maybe I'll say it later.
Cool guy.
Yeah. He wasn't a criminal. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Non-criminal Sperry.
John White wants a song today. Tim is really rude about that, and he refuses. Every time
It's
I ask him to
embarrassing
do
as hell to me, right? Look, I'll get up in front of 1 million people. Like I had a job where I was the area vice president of this field services company that did, doesn't matter. I started at the bottom, worked my way up in 7 years to be like the 4th guy up at this company. 500 employees. I can do these huge meetings. I can work. I can shoot in front of a bunch of people. I can do all these things. But if I go to sing in front of people, there will be a wet spot form in my pants and I will pee myself on the ground. I don't know what it is. I also don't think that I can sing. Other people just tell me that I can. So.
Yeah, Wacko Jr. said he tried to pay you and it didn't work.
Yeah, save your money. And let's talk about real talk. And Mom can vouch for this. Camera Wife is the singer. Like, could have gone and made albums singer. And she's not saying no because she knows it's true.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is. I'm telling you, man. That girl. Man, and her mama. Woo! I'm telling you, they can sing now.
I didn't answer anybody's comments. They all just went.
Ask them again. But yeah, that's what's up with the singing thing. I just do it because I like to sing along with things, and then people hear it and go, hey.
Yeah, I hear you, Huff Pear. That's me.
That's not
He's talking about, yeah, I can do, like, I could go in front of an arena and not be nervous, but you give me, like, 2 or 3 people and I'll be, Yeah,
that's how she is, and I'm the opposite. I'm good with people. Good
yeah, I
one-on-one.
was a performer.
Yep.
And I would never be nervous doing that. But I'm nervous, like, with...
Yeah, I used to tell her that she'd be, like, performing, like lights and the center and, you know, like spotlights and all these people like, yeah, I'm like, I would shit my pants up there. There's no way I could do that. I couldn't.
Can you, somebody had asked about the FLN earlier.
FLN, what is that?
And Brandon Maples just asked about the changes to the combatant, so you can do that in a minute.
Okay, FLN, so I'm told that my machinist will have his head out of his ass and we will have a final on the FLN after the first of the year. So sometime after tomorrow. I hope next week sometime. If you guys haven't been around throughout the whole saga, this is the first time we tried to teach people stuff that we thought was teachable, and it wasn't. So we had to pull back, and we lost a tremendous amount of money. I mean, like $32,000 on that project so far. So I feel very confident, Camera Wife does not, that we are over that and that we will get them done this month.
Yeah, thank you for your patience.
Yeah, guys, I really appreciate it. It's never happened in history. We sold a crazy amount of blades last year and over the last 5 years, and this has never happened. It won't happen again.
We still don't have black screws. The black screws are because we get our screws in and use them so fast that he hasn't the guy that makes our screws hasn't had a chance to even do
Yeah, I
that.
commissioned him to make 10,000 screws initially. If you guys have seen our video on that Vulcan 9 pistol, he's the dude that makes the Lionheart Vulcan 9 pistol. Brilliant guy. Exotech too. Same company. And I said, he came to me and said, I can make these screws better than who's making them for you now. And I said, great, do it. So he started making them out of firing pin steel. And I said, let's do 10,000. Well, right around that time, he was in the middle of making that brand new Vulcan 9 pistol. They were ramping production on that. And by the way, if you don't know, that whole pistol, barrel, sights, everything is made in-house in Georgia. 100%. All of it made in Georgia.
You liked it. You shot it at
Holy
CanCon.
crap. I shot it at CanCon. I actually just got an email about it. They're delayed on their project too. So they were supposed to deliver those this year, but they're not going to be done until February. So, but he's like me. Rob's a freaking perfectionist. That thing is, it's so tight. It's such a good pistol. Anyway, we blew up. Sales went boom, and we blew through the screws. So we were blowing through the screws as fast as he could possibly make them. We were going to do...
See, Rice, I'm going to give away an FMF today. Maybe you'll...
Today. Yeah, maybe.
The FMF is cool because it was... You made this blade called the Trailmaster Bowie.
Yes.
How do you pronounce that?
Trailmaster Bowie.
Bowie.
Like boo. E.
And... Hold on, let me... SR, yeah, I said earlier, I don't know if you're on, but we've shipped like half of the FMFs, and we're going to get the other half out next week.
Would you like to know why?
Everybody in the shop got sick.
Holy crap. So it started with one dude. He got sick. And then
He had the flu.
He had the flu, and then he comes back for a couple days.
And then his whole family.
And then all his kids, 4 kids get sick.
He missed a bunch of work.
He missed a bunch of work. Then our other minion decided that he wanted to eat somebody's poop and got sick.
That is not what... God, you're so gross in your descriptions.
You know, like stomach viruses, they do come from consuming another person's poop. Even though it's inadvertent, that's what happens. Even if it's microscopic poop. You're eating poop. So
That's gross.
It's gross. The truth hurts sometimes. Anyway, so he got sick. He's been out of the freaking shop. And then our other minion decided that he wanted to take a vacation. What a selfish jerk face he was. So he's been out of the shop.
So basically,
they're done.
Most of the majority of all the Piranhas, Night Stalkers, and
CQCs
shipped. And then we've got about half of the FMF shipped. So if you've not...
The blades are sharpened. They're logoed.
Yeah, we just need to build them out.
We would have stepped in and done all their work over this time, but then you don't understand. So we had the one guy working mid-shift, so he would come in, and I had to spend 2 hours every morning disinfecting, and then the other employees were all like, oh, and then they got sick from different shit. So
yeah, Logan said he's off work with COVID.
Yeah, stay away from my shop.
Around.
Stay away from my shop.
I'm glad you got to join us, though.
Yeah.
He's off work, so he can watch.
Lucky. This is work. I know it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, so that's the FMF story. We have them. They're here. The sheets are here. We'll probably, I don't know, something will happen. You guys want to hear a crazy story? So we had some issues with, I think it was a composition of the Kydex on the Night
Half of
Hawks.
his company out with the stomach virus past week will be. Will B also said he's carrying the sapper. He thinks he needs the suspenders.
Are you in Georgia by chance?
Welcome, country boy.
Welcome. Yeah.
Brent, tomorrow at 12. You can
Mañana.
You can buy a Night Stalker.
Yeah, you better be quick, man, because the patrons bought a bunch of the freaking Night Stalkers. I mean, a bunch.
For anybody that doesn't know, most everybody probably knows, but tomorrow we're dropping for New Year's Day, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, Night Stalker CQC, Night Stalker CG, Piranha, Raider, Striker, Gideon V3,
Nighthawk.
and Nighthawk.
You see a theme? Handle shapes. Then we're going into the Raider Striker stuff, and then we'll be going into the Taylor's Ridge Warthog stuff. That way, last year we were chasing it the whole year. Like, holy crap, sales exploded. We got to make these, we got to make these. We're bouncing all over the place. And now we're going to switch over handle shape to handle shape to handle shape, so we don't have to break our machines down every damn time we run some. And we can order a bunch of the G10 and cut them all in the same shape for the grips at once. and hopefully streamline this thing because, you know what I remember? Remember that video I sent you from the shop? Okay, Nighthawk sheaths. I don't know what's going on with the composition of the Kydex. Kydex isn't American-made material. I don't know. So something got weird with some of the Nighthawk sheaths, and they were breaking. So I was going back through that last week to try to figure out a way to either isolate the issue or...
We may be adding the little screw in.
Yeah, we may be adding that screw back. The reason I stopped putting that micro screw, that's a thread cutting microplastic screw. So that was custom made for me by US Micro Screw. And you can't even imagine the shear strength that has. I showed my neighbor and he couldn't force it apart. He's like, that's incredible. People thought they were a retention adjustment screw. Thank you, This Old Sword, Dave Everett, for not communicating correct information. I will punch you later. Actually, Dave he's a nasty human. He would probably cut me and throw me across the room. Anyway, so people were screwing with that little tiny screw, and they thought it was retention adjustment, and then they would strip it out, and then the sheath was useless, so I stopped using it. However, a very strong point.
We need to send Dave his FNF.
We do need to send Dave his
And
FNF,
Sue,
but
I didn't get your full name, but Sue something farm girl said, I think that's right, ordered a Night Stalker, excited, and is going to use it on the farm.
I saw a note from Patreon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. I thought you were going to say Sue LaRue. I'm like, hey, I know that guy too.
Well, I didn't want to say for sure because I wasn't sure if it was a girl or a boy. I think she said.
I'm pretty sure the Patreon name. Yes, girl.
Okay, cool.
I get notifications.
Skunk Works. How do your knives compare with Tops knives?
Well, I don't make garbage. End of story.
Now, honey, don't say that.
I shouldn't say that. I mean,
just kidding.
I've never even had a Tops knife. I just use better material. That's it.
It's a girl, Sue B, aka Farm Girl.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for your order.
So yeah, I don't really. Tops uses 1095 steel, which is a good steel. I started out with it. With a better heat treat, you can get more out of 80 CRV, so it's a better steel. A lot of their stuff is coated with Cerakote, which is not near as durable as nickel boron.
$2 for employee vitamins from Huff Pear Concrete Certified Crawfish Company.
Thanks, brother. I want some crawfish. We're coming over. Actually, one of our employees is headed your way, or he's probably there by now.
Rob Mezzatetza, Piranha Blims, ? I do have a few. I'm waiting.
And we're trying to get through the rush of getting all these late
And I'm probably just going to give them away because there's not enough to be able to sell.
Yeah, because they'd go in a split second and we'd be...
I'll probably give away one on here today.
So, yeah. With Tops. The nickel boron coating that we use is a high-speed bearing and a high cyclic rate bolt carrier group plating. All of my blades are done with that. So it is thousands of times harder and slicker than Cerakote.
Thank you, Chris B.
And we have lifetime warranty. I don't know if Tops does or not.
I hear good things about them.
Yeah, I think they're...
I hear a lot of people like some of their larger knives.
Yeah, we don't really get into the larger stuff. I kind of focus on balance points and durability.
Was that the one that did it, that made that comment on Jason's video? Like a little dig that was like, let me show you a real chopper when he was using our sapper? No. That was... Who was it?
How tacky. Survive?
No, it's that one that Outer Limitless does. He does collabs with them.
Anyway.
People are rude sometimes.
Yeah, like they commented on our video that I think he's a patron too.
Yeah, you know, Jason.
It was Jason.
From, gosh, my brain.
Straight Edge.
Straight Edge, yes.
So he did a review on his Mercenary, which he liked.
It may have been the Sapper.
Or one of the two. And the owner of this company or somebody involved with the company is like, let me send you a real knife. Like, man, I would never do that. Never. I want our products to speak for themselves.
Work tough gear. That's it.
Somebody else said that?
Hunter.
Yeah. He must have seen it. Freaking tacky. Like, what are you thinking? Like, do you have to do that? I don't do crap like that. Anyway, so yeah. Do you not think that the proprietor of our company might not see that? That's just odd. I don't know what I feel like Anchorman.
We are going to add better pictures, Sue, to the new website.
Which is this far from being done.
You can scroll down on the homepage. Some people don't know that it's on there, but if you keep scrolling down,
they're all on there.
And later on, we're going to add better pictures to the new website so you can see the colors better.
The hold up. Well, I didn't want to launch the new website amongst the first quarter drop. If we had people trying to navigate a new website, they already have their existing accounts. We already have our discount codes in place, Patreon stuff, all that. I didn't want to add more confusion to it. It's nearly ready, and I think within a couple of weeks it'll be ready. A big part of the reason people are waiting for that new website is the ability to do the pay in 4. We will have Sezzle on the new website, so you can do that. But if you want to do that now on your existing orders, Gene Cisco, another one of our patrons, he had a great idea that you could just buy a gift card. Buy the gift card, put in the notes, this is for payment on this order, and we will lay it away for you if you need to do that. So reach out, email, whatever. We have no problem doing that at all. We're just honored that you would choose our stuff, and we certainly don't want to make it a hardship on you. So,
a lot of people saying that the sheaths suck on Tops knives, but that the blades are pretty good.
Yeah, $10.95 is a great steal. I was only kidding when I said that. I was trying to do that.
Pete Sake said, "Can we get a preview of the new website?" We need to do that from the other office, don't we?
I could probably pull it up here. I don't know next time we.
Did you just hear a scream?
Indeed.
See what's going on. That's our daughter screaming. Hoping that
I heard jumping, and then
hopefully she's just playing.
There's no more jumping.
Thank you for my Night Stalker. You're welcome, Hunter Price. Uh-oh, another Hunter. Hunter. Happy New Year, Ed Barkley. So I probably need to do a giveaway. Are you trying to listen? I think they sound like they're playing.
Well, she's tough as hell. It was our littlest, our 8-year-old. Like, she's fallen out of her freaking playhouse and bashed her head on a rock and just got up and been mad that she fell and like, she's crazy.
Do we have a Scout Carry knife from Skunkworks? Yeah, all our blades can be worn.
Yeah, they can all, because the way the clip works, you would just take this clip and put it on the other side over here, and then you could. Did anybody see that screw? See, that's the screw. We're thinking about going back to that. It's super stupid strong. And that's the only place that she's ever failed.
Wonderful Gaming with Jax. His son loved his piranha that he got for Christmas.
Awesome, man. What an honor. That really is crazy to me that.
Night Guard ordered. Woohoo! Antonio Del Vecchio.
Yeah, I don't even have my own personal Night Guard here.
Thanks, Tap 42.
They did really good.
Ow. Support a small company, not large ones.
Thank you, guys. Yeah, we're trying to not be large by design. Did anybody see these screws? BT dubs?
Chris V, send us an email. We'll get you a ball chain. They are on the website. They're $3, but we'll get you one.
Wow. Anyway, sorry. Copper.
Yes, Raul Ams. Actually, if you want to order something else, we'll refund your shipping, or you can email us and we'll add it to your current order. Happy New Year, Outlaw JJ Smith.
Oh yeah. Happy. Is it New Year?
Can you show the FMF next to the Night Stalker? Why, yes. I made Tim bring blades today.
She did.
So he would be prepared.
This one's dirty. Naturally.
Is that the FMF?
This is the one that what's-his-face cut his freaking finger with, too. Oh, yeah. Also, we had an employee that's kind of gimped up.
Yeah, his thumb has been in a bandage, so he was like doing 50% of the work.
Shit out of himself. Quite a big difference. Night Stalker versus the FMF. Well, this is actually a CQC, but it's the same blade. Right. Big. Unless you're asking.
Happy New Year's Eve, Roz.
FLN. And now I got one of those, too.
No, he said FMF.
I know, but I'm dumb, and all my stuff has similar names.
Show the sheath.
This sheath?
Can you show the FMF next to the mercenary? Did you bring a mercenary?
I have a personal. No, I don't.
You didn't bring one?
Apparently the screaming was Nancy singing. Whoever the hell Nancy is.
Okay.
We don't have a kid named Nancy, in case anybody's wondering. Where is my Merc? Do I have one in the shop?
Probably not.
In the great wide world of...
I know there's a bunch at the other shop.
They're the same length, so, and the same exact handle. So this portion of the Mercenary is identical. The blade profile is different. Yeah. I guess that makes me a failure in life. I'll probably cut my finger
What y'all
off.
don't see whenever you're not watching is Tim going on and on and on about this blade.
I love it.
He's like, "This is the best blade I've ever made."
Look, I just want to.
And he goes, "This blade must be wood grain."
It looks so good.
With wood grain.
So
that's what I'll give away today.
Ooh.
How about that?
Lookies.
But I think it's gonna be a blem. Don't we have like a few of those that are thinner tipped?
Well, there's just some prints in the steel. This is actually one of them. Can't see, it's too dark.
John, you've been waiting months for a hat and sweatshirt. Please email us. That is probably either we're out of that size or it's
an oversight.
Sometimes
one of the two.
Some of our, I don't know what the deal is with Shopify, but sometimes these orders, they just slip through. Like, I don't know what in the heck is going on.
I don't either. And
so please send us an email and we'll get you taken care of. Very sorry about that.
So we were printing orders the other day. And I can't complain about my employees not printing orders anymore because I was printing them under the new system. And it just omits like 5 in the middle. And I'm like, no effing wonder. We get emails 2 months down the road to go, where's my knife? And we're like, this should have gone out. Where's my hat? Where's my sweatshirt? So.
Yeah, don't hesitate to reach out if you're thinking something is.
Yeah, I hope the new website won't do that.
What's the difference between Nitro V and ADC RV2? Why would I choose one over the other?
So Nitro V and AEBL are effectively the same steel, and they're both stainless. Stainless is going to be a little bit harder to sharpen, but they're both a high carbon stainless, so they will hold the edge for a long time. They're just a little bit more difficult to put the edge back on in the field. So from a durability, ductility standpoint, edge holding, they're on par with ADCRV2. I guess our daughter upstairs is really angry right now. So, yeah. If you want stainless, you don't want to have to care for it, or saltwater operations, I would say AEBL or Nitro V. That's what I would say. If you want ease of sharpening.
I love having the stainless, not having to worry about the rust.
Yeah, and I'm an ADCRV2 guy just because.
But you like them both. Actually, somebody asked, John Lancaster asked a minute ago, for a Piranha, what would be the better steel?
If you're using it for like cutting food and stuff, I would probably go with AEBL or Nitro V.
My mom just said everything is good upstairs. She must have texted one of them.
Yeah, I got the...
Frank EDC, the Taylor's Ridge is coming. When is that coming? Is it August next year?
It's dropping April 1 for pre-order.
Huff Pear, have you tried any AEBL? Or Nitro V? It's pretty rust resistant.
Yeah.
All right, let's give away a knife.
You have to be reasonable.
Look, if you don't know the answer to this, just don't. I mean, unless you can really make a great guess. Because it gets crowded with all the answers. So I'm going to ask a question that you...
Do I know the answer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Can I guess?
No.
Oh.
You'd have to have... Some of these questions are, you've been watching us and you know the answer to this just from following us, or you've seen an old video. So that's what this one is going to be.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to be the first person that we see on our end to get the answer right. And let's go ahead and do that FMF since we're talking about it right now. Show it up close. Show it up close.
Is that good?
Yep. Okay, so...
Frogman Field Knife. That's what FMF stands for. Because Jason Pike is a frogman, which is also a Navy SEAL. In case you're wondering.
All right, so here's the question. The first person that we see that has the correct answer on our end. What was the name of the predecessor to the Raider knife?
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's going to be a tough one.
Some people, if they're watching, if they really follow us, they would have heard this.
Yeah, man.
Casey Shelton!
Man.
Casey got it. It's the Ranger. But Casey, you just already got an FMF. Do you want a different blade?
You want pumpkins
Casey, you could pick something else. And we'll give the FMF to somebody else if you want.
Unless you want to, you know, it's up to you. It's like me. Look how many SIGs I have.
So yeah, do you have an old Ranger?
Yeah, actually I do. Let me go get it.
Yeah, some of these questions might be hard. You'd have to have followed us for a long time.
Yeah. Look at this thing, man. This thing is cool.
It's what he made before the Raider.
Yeah, it's kind of
called the Ranger, and I never thought he should have stopped making it. I think it's a cool knife.
Well, the grip, you can see the flavors of it in comparison to the Raider. So the choil's too long. So you see the grip shape, how it became the Raider grip. Just over time, you know, perfecting that shape. You can see the flavors of it.
Lower it just a little.
Oh. They're actually pretty damn close in the grip. See? I just wanted a little bit more for the grip, for the finger wrap. And then it was too wide right here, so. But then the blade, all this is unnecessary in here. So it screwed the balance up, so it's tip heavy. So I pulled this back and just made it a deeper belly blade for more use.
They want to see my kitchen knife. I can go get it. Or tell somebody to drop it.
You could tell them, but don't tell them to throw it.
It looks crazy because I use it every single day. So it's like
now,
really got
Mom,
some patina.
she has one of the beautiful kitchen knives. She's got one of the shorter ones. She's got a really nice looking one. But hers was the first knife ever in the whole wide world. Camera wife's was.
No, Hunter, I'm not giving that thing away.
No way.
I use it every day.
I use it as much as she does.
Nimrod Allen, do you ship internationally? Yes. The only places we have trouble with are sometimes Brazil stuff gets sent back to us.
Well, we just got
some
back.
places are
we
funny.
had one in Greece rejected, but the dude didn't want to pay the customs fees. So.
But generally we ship worldwide.
Yep. Yep.
Sometimes customs sends them back, but generally we have pretty good.
Look at this crazy looking Raider.
What's that? Oh, that full-handled one?
It's ugly as hell.
A lot of people ask for a thinner Raider.
Yeah, I think that needs to be on the Ops Raider platform. These kids are going ape shit up there. Anyway, it's just longer. So it just was kind of ugly, so I never did anything with it. I never even sharpened this one. Anyway, that's the other Raider.
What blade offers a fuller grip but is small enough to EDC? From Wade Cameron.
Well, you see how your pinky grabs around that?
June Lewis, another person found this through Jeremiah Babe. She's 74 and wants a knife recommendation.
Defensive or EDC?
She probably said, but it went by so fast.
Well, crap. I don't know. The Bushman's a great choice for that. Whoever asked that.
The full-handled?
Mm-hmm. So that's the Bushman. It's still a drop point, and the new Bushmans have the swedge up top, and they're beautiful.
Hunter said Piranha with a Sentry grip would be, yeah, because you get a full grip.
You can get a full grip with a Raider with a Sentry grip if you want a bigger blade, but see, the Bushman's got the full grip. With the longer blade. All like that.
Okay, thanks, Hunter. She said looking for a knife that would work for me, 74. And for defense.
I mean,
I love the Stalker. That's what he showed on his.
yeah,
because
it's really easy.
That's what I use.
It just gives you a full grip. You don't really have to mess around with it, and then you've got the pinky thing, so you can't drop it. And Cameron wife uses hers for everything. I mean, peanut butter sandwiches and chopping food and the occasional cat that breaks my stuff. She uses it for everything. It's just it's a really good blade.
I like the Piranha just for a quick pocket carry.
Or
you could necklace carry it.
Upstairs.
You didn't bring a Piranha?
It's in my jacket.
Because I'm giving one of those away too.
I have a Piranha without a Sentry grip. But my Piranha that I keep in my jacket is up there.
Oh, you got one down here without a Sentry grip?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
Right here. You want to see it?
Yeah.
You want to see it? This was on your desk. So that's the Piranha.
Yeah, this one's just a small, kind of everyday.
But with the Sentry grip, it does give you a full grip. A little small guy. And anything sharp will be good in defense. Still a 2-inch blade.
Gaming with Jack said tell her Striker or Night Stalker. Yeah, Striker would be a good one too. JJ Smith, you just mail it into us. Yeah, you could put a note in there. We just mail it back to you. Sharpen it, mail it back to you.
Hey, somebody sent a battle-worn stalker in. And I either didn't get the envelope or I lost it. I don't know whose it is.
I'll search through the emails. That's the only issue. Make sure you put your addresses on the package or your name somewhere so we can find it.
Yeah.
The Night Guard too. Somebody just said would be good for defense because of the 3 edges.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, I've carried that a lot too.
And it's not as friendly to slicing like everyday stuff, but it'll certainly open boxes. But what I say yesterday about the Night Guard?
Off pair, what are you talking about? He said Mama needs a felon. Oh, an FLN. Okay.
Yeah, it'd be a nasty one. I can't say that, what I said about the Night Guard yesterday. How robust that blade is. No, we'll get in trouble for it.
I forgot what you said.
I can't say it. It will be censored over it. Anyway, it's a very strong blade and has really, really high piercing ability. I just said that it could go through stuff.
That's a good one for our next trivia question.
Cool.
Let's do a Piranha.
Okay.
Next trivia question.
Do you want me to run up there and get one with the Sentry grip?
If you want to. I don't think they care to see that. We've seen
Whatever, man. Whatever. I don't even care.
Hunter, you would know this. If y'all have watched our stuff for a while, you would know this. This isn't a real hard one.
I'm ready. Can I guess?
Okay, most of our blades are and this is going to be a hard one, so you may want to look, or a hard one to keep up with because I know a lot of y'all are going to guess.
Man, that's good, Booch.
I'm going to try to watch to see who gets the answer first. But most of our blades are sharpened 20 degrees, 20 per side, 40 inclusive. When we have some that are, what, Tim? 30?
30.
Okay, name 5 blades that are 30. First person. Go.
Woo! I think there are only 5.
No, not the degrees that it's sharpened at, y'all.
Which blades?
Give me 5 blades that are Tim's knives that are sharpened
at 30.
At 30.
The steep ones.
It's like Jeopardy.
Yes. What is?
Hey, Adrian.
1 Casals?
5 of them.
Man.
Okay, Piranha Night Stalker. Nope, Piranha's not one of them.
Do we need hints?
Is this too hard? Did I make this one too hard?
Do we need hints?
No. Let's see. Let's see.
If you guys saw that video where I sliced up the pork.
Huntsman, Stalker, Raider, Hawk. Nope.
Those are all 20.
Night Guard, Guardian, and the 3 Nightshades. Which 3 Nightshades? Phil.
Well, there's only 3. so I would say he got it.
The clip point, the reverse Tonto, and yeah.
Yeah, Warncliffe.
Yep. Phil, you got it.
The other ones, what did he say? Night Guard?
I don't know, but he got
Yeah,
it.
he
Right.
got it. So the Guardian.
Hunter, what is wrong with you? You should have known this. Just kidding.
Ryan's probably glad the Hunter didn't win. Look at this. So see that? That's the Guardian, which was the predecessor to
Phil, send us an email.
To the Night Guard. Is that Kroll? We already know.
I think so.
Anyway, look at this.
Yeah, so these are the ones that sometimes people go like, it's not sharp, and it's because it is...
That steep grind. But this, if you go back and find that video shows you a pressure cut.
It's called Top 6 Deadly Fixed Blades.
This thing with its look, see how steep that is? That allows that tip to go through a lot. And it's, look at this. Can I show off? See that? Number 19 of 50. This is from the very first run we ever did. And I ended up
Yeah,
with,
that's the one, the pork cut video.
yeah, I ended up with number 19 of 50 because this dude sent it back because he wanted to trade it for something else. Having no idea. But look, see how that right there would cut your freaking thumb open? So we changed it to the current model where it's only sharpened up to there because somebody literally under duress cut the piss out of themselves. Skilly.
Thank you, Deal. Finally a patron and grabbed a piranha and combatant. He gave us $9.99. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. What other cool stuff can we play with?
You could show just a few of the ones. Oh, we haven't showed any of our stuff that people sent us.
You told me to wait.
Sorry. I didn't mean wait a full hour.
Oh, you did. That's like 2 minutes. Is Steven on? He is, right?
Yeah.
All right, so.
Wait, and I don't know if we ever mentioned that when we were still doing the markets, Jorge came by. He was on. He
in a frenzy too, man.
In the area.
Yeah, so he like boom, boom, and came in.
That was really cool to meet him. Well, we had met him
Such a
before
nice
at Blade
guy
Show,
too.
but he came by
Yeah.
to see us.
So he got one of the last combatants that we had.
Striker.
Was it Striker? You sure?
I thought he got a striker. Did he get a?
I don't know. I thought it was one of the last combatants.
Okay.
Obviously, my memory is awesome. I've been busy for a million years.
Yeah. So Steven.
I don't want to say Steven's last name because of this. But anyway, he reached out about doing a potential trade. So I have my trade over here.
Pick them up so people can see.
All right, so
Tim has traded with a few of y'all for some microtechs because he likes them. Hey, Huff Pear, he wants to win the next trivia question. He just gave us $2.
you trying to buy your way in?
Thank you. So he's traded a few of these microtechs, and now he said he's done.
Yes, I have.
Except for he said he wants a combat Tradoon, right? Is that
Right.
what it's called?
So I realize that's a $1,500 knife.
So, yeah.
And they're very freaking hard to get. So that's it. Anyway. But
You
anyway,
have to trade like 5 knives.
I traded this one and this one to Steven. And this one I have one of, but this has the JSOC logo. And if you guys don't know what JSOC is, Joint Special Operations Command, I got some buddies that I used to do a little bit of weird work with many moons ago that were part of JSOC. Such an honor to be able to even have this. I don't know if I'll even use it, but I probably will because I already have been. So that's that. And then the little money clippy mini. That's nothing to see here, officer. Just a money clip. Oops.
That's cool.
So those were the trades. And then it's right next to a trade I did for another Ultratech, Microtech.
Great, Jason. Glad you like your stalker.
So he told me he was going to send me a patch from JSOC, which these are hard to get. Joint Special Operations Command. And I feel pretty confident that this actually was on a uniform at one point. Because it looks like it. Or you have a cat. One of the two. Or my cat did it.
Jayhawk70 wants to know if you'd sell that bigger handled Raider.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I never even sharpened it. It's like one of one.
Says you're printing.
I want to print. It's my new P365 Legion.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
I'm not touching it. But anyway, so thank you. And then he also sent me a poker chip with JSOC. So it's going to go here. As a matter of fact, I'll just do it. And this is the biggest coin I've ever seen in my life. And it spins and it's got every branch of the military. That's the most important one. Just kidding.
That's cool, Pete. Yeah, I love that thing.
Yeah, so
he's talking about that G10 Sharpie. He said he took it somewhere and got away with carrying it.
Nice, because I have yours actually sitting on the wall over there. Anyway, so this is the coin that he sent me that I wasn't anticipating. Thanks, man. This is JSOA, which is I'm pretty sure the support organization for JSOC. So that may be kind of like the MWR, Marine Welfare, like the family members. You could correct me if I'm wrong, I think, but I'm not sure. So this seems like a really rare thing. So I'm incredibly honored to have it. And the new challenge coin cabinet has space for giant things in it like this. So I'm going to stick that right there.
Yeah, Tim got a new sticky thing for patches and a new challenge coin
So here's the new
for all the stuff.
challenge coin cabinet. I just wanted to leave the stuff where it originally landed. So I'm going to put these in. Ooh, which side do I want to do? I like this one. So we'll put that there. And then the JSOC patch that I'm really incredibly proud to be able to display. I'm going to put it right there.
Have you tried that new coffee? I gave you some of that.
Yes.
Other one that Pete.
Pete, this is the other one that you sent. I'm going to tell you something. You should try to get some royalties for that that espresso drip blend. That's the business. Everybody in the house loves it. I'm actually going to order more. So you did them a favor by sending me that. Thanks. This is the other late night cafe, something like that. It's like diner style coffee, and it's super smooth too.
Can you go over the new combatant?
No.
Well, a few people have asked. Are you still showing off your stuff over there?
I can do Jan's next.
Okay.
The bottom. Can you see it? Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Is that good? Okay.
Yeah,
So let me get the existing. This is not quite the existing, but it's... Okay, so here they are. Jimping. I made the swedge like the mercenary. And there have been a lot of people talk about this part of the combatant bites you. So it's got ring rounding. All of this is rounded. And all of this is rounded over. You want to know how I'm being so accurate? I can see through the paper. And we added jimping on the back. So this is the mercenary jimping. It's rounded, rounding, rounding, rounding. And then right in here, where you see where this line is, if you look on the existing one, there's like this part between here and here from when it went from my hand grinding to some arc weird thing in machine code made this too fat. So I had to take a lot of material out when sharpening, so it made the edge a lot thicker. So this is going to have 15 to 20 thou. So you got 15 thousandths on the edge back here and 20 up here. So it'll be pierceable. I'm really excited about it. But the grip is the same. The sheath will be the same. The overall back, all of this didn't change at all.
People don't care about that. They're asking about the Warncliffe.
Well, that's not the one we sold. I hope.
Just kidding. No, they are.
I hope this year to get these two. I'm super excited about those two. But, you know, that's how it goes. And this is cool right here because this dips down. So, if you guys are familiar with Janich, I'm actually hopefully soon going to brush up on my MBC, Marshall Blade Concept stuff with Emery. Hopefully soon. That hard forward press of a Warncliffe, that thing drops down. So it really locks your thumb in. So that's kind of recessed. It's hard to tell right in there, but it really gives you that press. Somebody requested that I not do the jimping on the combatant because they like that this one doesn't have it. I'm sorry. There's been more requests for it, and to make the three across the combatant lineup consistent, I added it. So it's not where it's going to bother you. If you want to push forward of it, you don't. So
somebody wants to give you some silver for a striker.
Silver? Yeah. Oh, like silver coins. Done. Done.
You're going to start getting a bunch of emails.
Look. I have silver coins on the bottom. You people don't even understand. Precious metals, jewels, guns, ammunition. If things get weird, that stuff is like stacking gold doubloons. Literally like stacking silver in your safe. So, yeah.
Yeah, but how do you tell when it's real? Because I've bought like earrings and stuff, and they say that they're sterling silver, and then they turn.
Well, silver will still tarnish. Like this coin, this is solid silver. But see how it's turning brown?
Yeah, I know about that, but...
So it will tarnish.
No, like you can just tell it's fake, is what I'm saying.
Well, this says 0.999 fine silver, 1 troy ounce. This is solid. Feel that.
Where'd you get that?
You see what's on it?
FJB. What's that?
The White House broken in half and FJB.
Who gave you that?
Jeremy.
Jeremy did?
Long time ago. He got it when he was on vacation. That's why I keep, and it says "Let's Go Brandon" on the other side. But these things, well, I was going to say are like gold, but they're, yes, investing in gold and silver is a wise thing. I'll take them in challenge coin form too. They don't have to be, but yeah, I can do that.
Patreon challenge coins. If you haven't gotten it yet, you should have.
I just got the new batch like a month ago. We exploded on Patreon. I never thought we would have
trying
this
so
many.
hard to keep up with it. It's crazy. We keep getting so many new members.
I'm excited about that.
We're happy
rounding.
about it, but it's just hard
Yeah, I
to
don't
keep
think
up
we're complaining about the growth.
with. As long as y'all bear with us.
We just want to be good stewards of that, if that makes sense. Like, we want to be responsible and not grow too big and not be able to fulfill our commitments to you all, because that's why we're here. You guys put us here.
Oh yeah, by the way, would y'all want to get together and do like a what was it you said you might want to do? Some kind of a training course or something?
Yeah, let's talk about that if anybody gives a crap. So I get a lot of questions because people can kind of see my undercover combatant skills. I haven't brushed up on them in a long time, but we do get requests a lot. Could you give, especially now that Camera Wife let the monkey out of the bottle about my firearm mastery skills, we've had a lot of people say, can you teach me basic pistol? Can you teach me CCW pistol? Can you teach me, and the short answer is absolutely. I was a marksmanship instructor and I could certainly teach you just about any weapon system.
You bring the crawfish.
Yeah, man. That would be awesome. Let's do a low country boil. That would be freaking awesome. Yeah. Anyway, people asked, could we do a combative class? I called Emery about this just a couple of days ago. He is a certified under Janich for martial blade concepts, but we need to talk to Michael before, because we don't want to compete with their system. What we want to do, if there's enough interest to fill a class, is maybe do it here because I have a small range,
and then film it for people that couldn't come. Right.
Just enough to pay Emery enough to be down here and to cover any, whatever. So if that's of interest to anyone, either a CCW or just basic firearms training and basic blade defense stuff. If there's enough interest, we will try to do this in the spring.
Derek Poppin, I forgot your last name. We have some OD green. I don't know which size you're looking for, but you could send us an email. We're out of stock on some sizes. But a lot of times, if you guys see out of stock stuff on the website, it's not true.
Reach out.
If
it's blades, they're out.
We're doing a lot of we do all the inventory, so we miss stuff sometimes.
We're hoping the new website rectifies that. This, for Pete's sake, this coffee is stout too. I'm sweaty.
Is there the piranha with a karambit ring?
Yeah, so that's I need to get the stupid blade. It's in my jacket. And last time daughter threw it downstairs, it popped out of the jacket.
Yes, Philip Reed, just write it in the notes. Hades edition, right? You can do that. He needs to add a custom logo though, right?
No, you don't have to do custom logo.
Do the $25 one.
And put it in the notes.
And then write it in the notes.
So the custom logo, the reason that fee is $50 is because the lady who does our file transferring charges us $25. So, and then it takes a lot of time set up. So once we have your artwork done and paid for the first time, it's $25. Because it does take a lot of time. Especially like this.
Yeah, and the red and black burl grips should be on the site, but they're not yet. So just
write it in the notes. They're on the news site. You know what I'm saying? What are you looking at?
Oh, seeing if you had any over there on the wall that I could show.
No, because you give them away to people all the time. You take my stuff.
But I know we got some. I saw it come. The Night Stalker and the EDC grips. We got some Hades grips in.
That's right, and purple and black and blue and black.
Yeah.
Don't say that.
We want to do the turquoise. You got a sample. They do that.
Where the hell is that?
I don't know.
Anyway, so we are going to do the turquoise and black because I think the photographer has it.
Oh, okay.
That's where that one set is. So they're gorgeous, but I didn't think people would like it. Apparently they would. So we're going to make a run of those too. Nobody's asked me yet if I was able to run any rounds through my newest pistol? And the answer is yes.
That's because they don't care.
They don't care. We're only here for sharp stuff. So if anybody gives a flying shit about the new 365 Legion that you can't get yet, let me know. I'll tell you what I think because I shot it yesterday. A lot. Which is neat because it's about 100 yards that way.
Hey, Gene, we were just talking about you.
Just talking about how stupid you
We were telling
are.
him about your brilliant plan with the gift cards.
No, it really was a good idea. So, good idea, Gene. Mean Gene Cisco. It just goes together.
How did it shoot? Pete's sake, said.
Incredibly flat. So, it's got the aluminum grip and the compensator, and it deserves the Legion badge that they put on it. I could not believe how quickly you can get back on target. Especially for a subcompact, it's awesome. I mean, it really is.
Davey Z, send us a message and we'll get you taken care of.
Hold
on, let me answer this question
answer
about
the
gift
question.
cards. Gift cards is a temporary solution for a payment plan until we get Sezzle on the new website. So if you need to make payments, just go ahead and send us an email or write it in the notes and just buy gift cards until it's paid off, and then we'll
shoot the email response
pull it
back
from inventory
because it doesn't show as a standard order on our end. We'll have to look it up because it'd be so. Just say order number this is for that, and then we'll know and we'll put that in there for you. We'll get it squared away.
Yeah, and then we'll just, I guess at the end we'll have to apply all the gift cards. Mm-hmm. So I guess it's sort of like a layaway plan.
Yeah, it just requires more work for us.
Yeah, but we don't want y'all not to be able to order if you want to order.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they took away our payment plan option because it's supposedly we're a weapon or whatever.
Whatever. So that's why we went with Sezzle. Like you see Sezzle on SIG's website, on Palmetto State, and all these other companies. So they actually reached out to us and said, hey, we do this interest-free. So we're going with them. And it's in place. I didn't want to do all the confusing crap and drop the website and all the new stuff at the beginning of the year. So coming soon.
All right, I knew I could give away an FMF and a Piranha. What else can I give away?
You always run the show with the giveaways.
Well, I haven't talked to you about it, so I didn't know if we had enough of the new batch stuff. Because the only thing I have in hand right now is I've got Piranha and FMFs, like the blemished FMFs.
So what we have completed of the stuff that is dropping yesterday for Patreon and tomorrow for everybody else are Piranhas. That are like, I have Nitro V and the 80 CRV Piranhas that I dropping tomorrow are already in the shop. We just got to make the sheaths. So those are available.
So I could give away FMF and Piranha, but then if we give away anything else, it'll be for the next batch. Right?
Right. The stalkers will be, I mean, actually I made 1,200 stalkers and sold 2. So
old swords on here.
I was just talking about you. I was totally talking shit, but then I said you would actually beat me up. So anyway, well, I don't know though. It looked like you had some surgery, so I might be able to best you today. But Camera Wife said to you, we need to send him his FMF. And I said something derogatory and hateful and hilarious all at the same time. Basically, I'm not going to send you yours until we complete all the orders, but they'll be done and we've had sickness in the shop. So I do have yours ready. There's another secret. Jason Pike, the dude, he doesn't even have his yet. And he's like every day texting me, hey, so what about, yeah, the FMF is his name. He is the Frogman.
His son started a YouTube channel.
Everett?
So y'all go support him over there.
Oh, no. Jason Pike, his son. Yeah, so it's coming. David, your knife is coming. It's coming.
Y'all want me to do another FMF giveaway or something else?
I mean, the Stalkers are close. TS-87s are close.
No, Hunter. He said, did I get sick because of the Piranha you sent me at the beginning of the month?
No.
I think it would have died by then.
And we disinfected the shit out of everything.
The question about if we ship at the same time. If they're done at the same time, we'll ship them at the same time. If not, if it's going to be a while, we'll go ahead and ship one and then ship the other one.
Yeah, unless you want us to hold it, we're going to ship them as they become available. If you have multiple blades on an order. So if it's ready, we'll shoot it out. Hopefully that's acceptable. If not...
Hey, Umberto's on. Miss Told Lee is on.
Oh, yeah, I was just talking shit about...
And Lee, people were talking about your grips earlier. Said they love them.
Have you shipped any of them, or they just like the way they look?
No, a few people said they got their grips and liked them.
The ones I got were freaking awesome. They're cool.
Mm-hmm. Whoever won...
A lot of work.
Whoever won on Patreon never responded, so...
Ridiculous.
There's a few people that won some blades on that last giveaway that haven't reached out.
Was that the one we did when it was like a super small?
Perhaps a Nighthawk. Okay, people want us to give away a Nighthawk.
Yeah, we could do that.
Anybody else?
Just understand you got to wait because we haven't...
Yeah, that one, the ones that could go out like immediately would be Piranha or FMF.
Right.
The other ones would be when the batch comes in.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody have any blades you'd like to see given away from the next batches? Night Stalker CQC, Night Stalker CG, Gideon V3, Piranha, Nighthawk.
Breathe, lady. Dang.
Night Guard.
That's it. 10. We did 10. We're doing 10. Releasing 10.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Wait a second. Okay, that's our SEO guy.
People are asking about when the Ops Hawk is coming.
What? I'm sorry, you're breaking up. I cannot hear you. It's really staticky right now. I don't know. I'll find out this week. Because the batch that was in process was also in process by the same...
Why was your church closed, Miss Told?
Scared?
He was making some deer rotel dip.
Man, that's like so 80s. Holy crap.
No, I love that rotel dip.
Yeah, man. That's like the venison rotel dip. Like that could be the mascot for our high school. Everybody ate it. Lots. Good stuff. Send me some.
Man, we're getting so many different...
I'm waiting.
Different requests for blades to give away.
I know you. You'll just give them all away. Whatever. Yeah. I never really finished.
What are we drinking tonight, honey?
Water. Oh, man.
People are sleeping on the Night Guard, such a wicked too.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. Agreed, Gus. Gus sent us some books, too.
Oh, yeah. I think that's a really personal thing. Like, if you read something and it impacts you to the point where you give that away, that's an investment. So thank you for that. I've been meaning to tell you. I actually have them down here. Anyway, thank you for that.
Are we going to be up tonight at midnight?
It's highly doubtful. Like, the sun goes down and I turn to a vegetable. I want to say this. I'm not against drinking. At all. I really could give a crap if you drink. I just don't because it makes my wife sick. And that's it. I'm not talking about she drinks a gallon and gets shitty and throws up. Like a couple sips and I think she's allergic to it. So we don't. Out of support for her, we don't. Because every once in a while we have a weak moment.
Because you're the best husband ever.
She goes, I don't even care if I'm going to feel like crap. Let's just do it. And then she feels like crap and says, I had half a drink. And it's not like hungover type of sick. It like really makes her feel horrid.
What are you drinking? Trust monkey. I think that was who asked that.
If I were drinking, maybe
Tim likes bourbon.
I was going to say maybe that should have been a trivia question. But Pete's sake would have got it like instantly. Because he likes to send me, hey, I'm having bourbon. Thanks. I have a closet full of it that I will trade in the SHTF situations.
Yeah, I just can't stand how crappy I feel. So.
And it's not like a hangover thing. It's like
Congratulations, Steven. He's celebrating his wedding anniversary also.
Hey, man, that's awesome.
Tim got me a wedding anniversary present. Our 10 years is coming up.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of weird that people are like, wait, I thought you guys have been together since middle school. We have, but there was a break. So, yeah. But anyway, our rejoining was 10 years ago.
Yep.
And we're really happy about it. So, yeah.
So
I don't just buy myself
So, Night
stuff.
Guard or Nighthawk? I've seen a few of those.
It's probably going to be both. I know how you operate, lady.
Congrats, Mr. Ed. 33 years on the 3rd.
Wow, man. That's if you put the work in, it's really easy, you know? That's what I think. It's easy to be married to her. She would probably say the opposite, but
I just think I think it's hard if you don't have.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I attribute it to the Lord, to God. Like, if you don't put God first, I don't see how you can have a good marriage.
I don't either.
I mean, I don't know. I guess it's possible, but
I don't know. I tried that once. It didn't work out so well. Not so
have
good.
you tried Basil Hayden bourbon?
I have not. I have not. I have some of my favorites. I literally have cases.
He likes Guinness.
Oh,
He loves Murphy's beer.
Murphy's Stout, which is smoother than Guinness, but the same kind of thing. I am Irish, after all. There's a Black Label freaking Jameson that is stupid good. Buffalo Trace I like. There's this Applejack, the
Black
original.
Barrel Jameson, my mom said.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes.
Honey whiskey with root beer.
Never tried that.
Yeah, Casey. So true. It's all God is what holds this marriage together.
Yeah, I don't know about yours, but mine, I mean, without that, gosh, I'd be a terrible person. I just can't.
Because, I mean, in order to be married, you have to be selfless.
You got to give.
You got to give. And
right.
most people are just so selfish. So it's like these two selfish people come together and like, I want my way and the other person wants their way. And it's just, you fight all the time or you cheat on each other or
that's
just bad situation. But if both people are like wanting to give, then it works out.
Mutual giving. And you kind of meet in the middle. And then when you give of yourself, you don't really, I tell these young
and Tim
guys.
is the boss.
Yeah.
I agree. I believe in traditional roles.
And everybody clicked off. That's all right. I tell these young guys to ask us, like, we have a really strong and really happy marriage. They see us interacting.
Apple pie
like,
brandy for SHTF Tradables from Sue Farm Girl. Cool.
yes. See, we have a connection of somebody that makes that maybe not on the up and up. So I feel ya.
I thought that sounded familiar. Who makes that?
I
Somebody
can't
makes that.
divulge that because it happens in the mountains where we live. So it's not me, but we do have a connection of.
I knew that sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I remember who it is now.
Yeah. So we don't want to divulge, but yeah, they'll be a really popular person in those type of situations.
He wears the pants, but we know who runs it all.
Yeah, it's kind of a mutual thing. I mean, we
Hey, Tap 42 Al said you scored.
Yeah, I know. How do you know? Huh? I tell you, I know it's a little bit more of a rough way of saying it, but for me, people ask how we make it work, these younger guys. And I say, if you stop giving a shit about yourself, I know we just talk about Jesus, but I speak rough. But that's how it works for me. I don't care about my feelings. I care way more about hers. And once you quit caring about how you feel about stuff, it really opens you up to be closer to that person, to meet their needs. And it's the same how she feels about me. You know, I mean.
A lot of people say in the comments how long they've been married, and we should tell them congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, look, you guys know. That takes work. But if you're willing to put the work in, it's easy. Just die to yourself if you know what that means. Like, quit caring about you. And then that other person quits caring about them, and you care about each other, and you put them ahead of yourself. You feel pretty important to that person. It's also part of the reason we're so jealous of each other. Because I put the work in, that man. And I'm actually deadly, so that's a mistake. We just respect each other a whole lot.
Yeah, and nothing bad to you single people out there. I mean, you know.
Yeah, we're talking about marriage. We're not saying.
Well, it doesn't always, like a couple comments have said it doesn't always work and things like that.
Well, we both have past where it didn't work. So I believe me, I know.
Hunter, saving marriages one live stream at a time.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, both of us have been previously married. So, I get you. I know. Trust me, I know. I know. It don't work. Always. And then, I know a dude who's going through absolute freaking hell right now.
My mom said 50 years and 3 months.
Incredible. And ain't nobody given like that lady's given. Nobody that I've ever met in my entire life. A saint on this planet. I mean, y'all don't even know what it's like to give wholly of yourself until you hear this lady's story. I mean, such an inspiration.
Brian D, you can email us and we'll refund your 10%. If you're a patron, you get 10% off.
Forever. Ever and ever.
Forever and ever.
Ever and ever.
Forever, ever, forever,
Oh,
ever.
man, look, a funny story. I tried to change the meter on Outcast's house when they were first starting to rise, and they pulled guns on me.
No, they did not.
Yes, the hell they did.
They did?
In Fayetteville, Georgia. Well, it was probably their security team, but they were on the rise, and they didn't live in like giant mansions yet. They lived in a nice-ish house, and I used to change meters out, and they thought I was cutting the power out, and their Glocks did not like that. Should have answered the damn door.
Yeah, Tim used to go to all these houses like... Casey, I know, it'll get stuck in your head. And he did like all these meters in these rural areas, like getting bit by dogs. And, like, people coming out
Lots.
like crazy people. One time you accidentally came upon like some nude colony.
Oh my God.
Like, because when you do every single house.
Everywhere that has power, you have to understand. The company I worked for did 12.7 million meters in a 10-year time period.
And there's like these nude colonies. Where was this at?
Out close to Helen, Georgia.
Yes.
Which is not that far from here.
Craziness.
Look, it was weird.
And then one of your guys like stabbed a dog because the dog
in the
was
head
attacking
with a screwdriver.
Craziness.
And look, this is nothing against the breed, but it happened to be a pit bull. And the guy, so a lot of meters from the backside of people's houses inside their fence. So when you first start a job like that, it's kind of weird because you're going in their super personal area. Well, we would knock on the door to let them know. And this dude didn't answer the door. So my employee goes around the back and he's changing the meter. And this guy turns the pit bull out on him. So here's this dog grabbing onto his tool belt. I had to do the whole investigation on the thing, so I know all the details. And the dog grabbed his tool belt and pinched his leg at the same time. And he's screaming at this homeowner, get your dog, get your dog. And the dude is standing there and didn't do nothing. So Toby pulled out his screwdriver and drove it straight through the grape of that dog. Dead, doorknob dead. And then the guy flips out, right? And then he's like, he was latched onto my thigh meat. And the guy, he tried to press charge, but it didn't work. The little known fact, the power company has right to be on your property 24/7, 365. You have to give them an easement. And I have seen the power company take a bulldozer and rip fences down to get to meters on holidays because people were being really, really nasty about access. Because they thought these new meters that you could read from the office, they could, y'all spying on me, man. No, it just takes the reading through the line. It's TS1 technology. Anyway, I've seen some crazy stuff. The freaking nudist colony thing was one of the worst experiences of my life. Because one experience was that most people in the nudist colony are not what you would hope if you liked looking at naked people, what they would be naked, right? So
gross.
There's
People are
that.
disgusting.
It was odd. Like I went to the first, you get 0 addresses a lot. That's usually like a piece of farm equipment or like a pivot, a sprinkler system in the middle of a field in the middle of effing nowhere. Nowhere. You got to follow the lines in your truck and then you're out literally in the middle of fields.
We're not getting any comments right now. Either people are bored or they're just...
Or they all just clicked off because we talked about Jesus. One of the two. So you cannot talk about Jewish people or Jesus in today's time. Otherwise, you will have no conversations happening.
Rob, you can get 10% off. Just message us and we'll refund it. You're supposed to use your Patreon code.
Who?
Mezzotetsa.
Measured texture.
Gene Cisco is hilarious.
Oh, I know. I've talked to him a few times. He
Gotta
cracks
love
me
a
up.
good nudist colony.
Yeah. Man, that whole story. Apparently people didn't give a crap, so I'm not telling the rest of that story.
Oh, people are liking it, though. They said they were just listening.
Oh,
Story time is fun.
I'm going to finish it because this is nuts. So I didn't know it was a nudist colony. It's just like Healing Acres.
Wait, Adrian's here to win a knife.
Yeah, you'll get one. You just listen to the naked people stories first, Adrian. You sit there and listen. Healing Acres or some crap like that. So I'm not, in my mind, I'm like, whatever. I have no idea. So I go to the first house, and it was weird first. There's no people outside, ever. But there's like a bajillion freaking mailboxes. I'm like, all right, let me just knock on the first door, let them know I'm here. I got 60 meters to change out here. Big Healing Acres, okay? So the door is a half door, which you don't see very often. So the bottom closes with a door latch, and the top closes with a door latch, and there's glass. So I knock on the door, and the top half of the door is open. And I see like a flash, not like a whoo flash, but like a human move inside the house. And I'm like, was that dude wearing a skin-colored outfit? Like, that's exactly what my brain is thinking. Like, wait a second. This is odd. So then he comes around from another part of the house with a towel. And I'm like, shower, perhaps shower. So he's standing there talking to me really comfortably in his towel while I'm changing his meter. This asshole did not tell me that as I went to change the rest of the meters, I was going to be met with people that didn't wear a towel. I go down the road. My first tip was the dude that's running the bulldozer building the houses is only wearing effing combat boots. I'm like, that's what you want to protect?
That's the worst visual ever.
Are your feet? You're 75, and the only thing you're concerned about is your steel-toe boots? That's all this dude was wearing. I'm like, holy shit. So I can't call my boss because I'm in the middle of nowhere and had no cell service. And he made it a point to go, here's your list of the so he
sent you there on
he
purpose.
knew the bastard knew. So and he knew I couldn't call him for reinforcements because I had no cell service. So here I am. And I had this one instance with this lady who's holding 3 pit bulls at the end of the rope, of 2 ropes. And they're trying to eat my ass. And the pit bulls had more clothes on. You understand what I'm saying? Very uncomfortable. Very, very uncomfortable. It was horrible. Because nobody, the first dude must have been like the leader. He's like, oh, obviously this guy's in a hard hat, flame retardant gear, and he's in a power company truck. He wears a lot of clothes for work. Maybe I should wear a towel. Nobody else. Still have nightmares.
Hilarious.
Everybody's naked. Crazy. The thing that blew my mind was the damn steel-toe boots. I'm like, bro, you need a steel-toed sock, wiener-covered something. That is not what I'm worried about, is squashing my toes when I'm doing heavy work. You know what I mean? Crazy. Not even a hat, no gloves, but he had his boots on his tractor, just flopping all around. I'm like, this is insane. Insanity. The life I've lived, you know. And I called him as soon as I got service, and he was already cracking his ass up laughing. You go out there? And I'm like, I'm going to kill you, man. I'm killing you.
Everybody's laughing.
It was insane. It was insane.
Tim has some stories, man.
I miss that
He's
dude,
got some
too.
Stories.
You told me he liked something on one of my things on...
Who, Matt?
Yep. Yeah. Meat heat.
All right, let's do a giveaway to break up this story time. Is somebody texting you?
Pete's sake, because he knows that I have the attention span of a squirrel. So he's like, doo-doo-doo. He sent me Rotel pictures.
You only were wearing your tool belt, right? Somebody said.
That's right. And my tape measure in the front.
I'm taking notes on this for a future trivia giveaway. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Totally.
How many wieners did you see?
Okay, ready for a giveaway. Let's do the night guard. And
I can't show you one because
you will have
she
to
gave
wait.
mine away.
You will have to wait on it for the next batch to come in.
Yeah, I haven't started those yet, but I do have the steel.
Okay. First person to get the right answer on our end that we see. Which blade was primarily designed by a customer that sent an email with this design? And
Ooh,
it's now,
that's a good one.
and now it's in the lineup.
It's like some throwback, like old school stuff. I got reached out a while back too. Ooh.
The first one. Chad got it. Chad Kaladajak. Guardian.
Yep. Was it you? No. That guy's last name was Miller.
And the other people are guessing the MR1, but that's not correct because that was like more of a...
No, so the MR1, but good, man.
That is a good guess.
But the Guardian, yeah, the guy was trying to describe to me what he wanted in a Wharncliffe blade, and I think he was much more capable than he let on initially, but I'm not sure. Anyway, he said, I sent him a couple drawings, and I actually have the sketches of the 2 or 3 leading up to it, and he's like, not exactly, what do you think about this? And I was like, holy crap, I love it. And I made it. And it is an iconic blade, and it's led to the Night Guard too, because the Night Guard is a scaled down version of the Guardian.
That's why I gave away the Night Guard, because I knew I was going to ask that question.
Oh, she's crafty. But the MR1...
He wasn't a customer.
No.
He was just...
No.
And he didn't design that. He just told you kind of what he wanted. But the Guardian, he actually... That was pretty much mostly his design.
Yeah. The only thing is I put it on the Raider grip and changed the angle where that flat part would be actually Wharncliffe-like. And he just drew a sketch of the outline of the blade, and then...
Somebody's saying they guessed first.
Uh-oh.
And then and people are kind of getting annoyed because they said the MR1 was kind of a similar thing. The Guardian was the first that was
well,
an
the
email
MR1
customer.
Is the Night Stalker. So if you hold the MR1 up...
It wasn't primarily, is what I'm trying to say. The Guardian was primarily...
all we did with the MR1 was put the edge on the backside of the Night Stalker. So they have the same profile, the same grip, the same sheath shape, all of that. There was really no design work in that at all. So I guess, kind of. Because he's like, I want this, and I want the handle of the Night Stalker, and then, yeah.
Well, that's why I said primarily, because that was more your design still. I said the Guardian because that one was really mostly like that guy's design.
Don't be annoyed because you're wrong. See this pointer? It's awesome.
Chad said I finished it before she finished the question. And that is what I saw on my end too. A lot of times it comes up first on your end just because that's how it is with the platform.
Hey, yeah, see, this is what's making the giveaways difficult. These debates. I understand, though. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. So.
Yeah, I understand. Like, we want to be fair too. It's hard. But everybody's saying that they all saw Chad's name first too. So it may just be that it showed up on your end.
We can review footage to make sure we're correct also. But I think camera wife said whatever she sees first. And we've already discussed how she wins everything. Forever. Always.
Congrats.
Whomever.
Chad.
Chad. So yeah. We went from a high to a low. Annoyed about the MR1. Sorry about it. As soon as she said it, I knew. What? What are you looking at?
I'm just reading the comments.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Anger?
Nope.
Maybe for some visual interest, we can kill Shopcat with this pointer.
He's asleep.
Oh, not anymore. You woke it up because you threw stuff at it. What else? We got any questions? Anybody got any questions? No?
Yeah, Gus says there's a delay from the time you enter it. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you'll see your comment immediately. It was awesome, man.
Always drama, said Mr. Ed.
Yeah, there is drama, but I get it if you think you won, right? Because you get that moment of excitement, like,
That's
I know
why
I
we
said
keep
it first.
giving away.
Yeah, that's why we give away so much, because we feel bad.
We feel bad if the person says, well, I won too. Then we're like, oh, okay.
Maybe, yeah, typically we do. We end up giving it away. Also.
Yeah.
Kombucha, man, that stuff's alcoholic.
I know. Somebody said, wasn't Jason Pike also the primary designer on that? I think that's what they said.
The Guardian? No. So here's how everything's gone with Jason. First, he says, I love your stuff. Actually, he found our stuff through Camera Wife. He said, I like your stuff. I want to make a blade. And I said, well, we could make a version of something I already make. What do you think about this? He said, I love it. Well, that did really well. So then we did the V2, Gideon V2, which was a custom grip set on the CQC. And then he said, I want my own. I don't want a twist on something you already make. He said, what about your Warthog blade on the Night Stalker grip? And I said, okay, how about this? And I drew it up. And he said, that's it. That was the V3. He said, I want an eye pick on the end. And we went back and forth on the eye pick stuff. And I conceded on that. So, but yeah, and a lot of these collabs, that's how it goes. I want this, and then I draw it, and they go, can you make this one change? It's very rare. Well, it's only one time it's ever happened that somebody sent a drawing and said, like this. And I went, no changes. I'm going to put my grip on it. I love it. That's the only time that's ever happened. Like,
to everybody saying stuff about picking numbers, we have racked our brains on that, but it's the only way we could do that is through Patreon, because there's always new people watching, and how are we going to keep up with their number?
yeah.
We could assign numbers on Patreon.
But then not everybody on the video. How many's on here right now?
127.
Right.
And then what? Like, we got to try to, everybody gets on and we go, here's your number.
Yeah, so the first hour and a half, it would be, all right, you are number this. I don't think that would work. The guessing of the number thing has been a disaster up until this point. The comment picker works.
It's easier when we do Patreon only, because we can...
But we don't want to just do Patreon only. We want everybody else to have a chance too. We do Patreon exclusive giveaways often. So, I don't know. I mean, there's a way.
Yeah, the random comment pickers only work if you do a video. You can't do it on these because we don't use StreamYard as a platform.
Right.
So it's like, we'd have to send y'all to another video to comment on.
So you'd have to jump off, comment on it. Then we did that. We tried that.
We tried that on Patreon. It worked pretty good.
It worked pretty good. We might be able to do that. I mean, but you'd have to click off of this video live and then go comment on an existing video so that we could pick the comments from it. Which is kind of how StreamYard is doing it, but it's live-ish.
Yeah, but there's like a plugin that's a randomizer.
Yeah.
That does it.
Yeah. Which YouTube does not have. Which they should.
Yeah, they don't have any built-in features like that.
They own Earth, so they should be able to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Man, time's flying.
We got any...
We only got like 15 minutes
Any
left.
discussions? Anybody got any questions?
Do a general trivia question. Yeah, we could do a general trivia question instead of T.Kell knives only.
I'm so self-centered though. I can't think outside
myself. You're a good trivia person, but I don't.
Yeah,
really
I mean,
to think of it on
I
the
used to
fly.
be pretty good at trivia. I mean, you can't ask something that's too easy, because then you'll be in the same boat where you get a million people answer it. You know what I
Vicky
mean?
Artist asked if you have any new designs for this year.
Yeah, 12. I just don't know how in the hell I'm going to get them out of the shop, because we're pulling back on being so aggressive with getting blades out back to back to back to back. So yeah, there are lots. There are lots of new designs. There's 3 more Ops Hawks. There's 4 in the Agent series that we haven't even started yet. There's 2 more of the Combatants coming. There's the Skeletonized Raider coming.
Favorite red dot, and what belt are you wearing?
This is the 511 Trainer. Not like training wheels, but the guy that trains people. I've tried everything else. I always go back to that 511 trainer. I have had, I don't know how many over the course of years, and I always go back to it. I like it a lot. If you're looking at combat red dot optics for pistols, my favorite is the Holosun 509, which is the ACSS, the Vulcan reticle, because it's got the big 32 mil dot and the chevron I like. My favorite carry optic, I like sealed optics, is the Holosun EPS carry. It's got the multi reticle, and you can get them in green. They're pretty good. I can tell you that when Camera Wife shot that EPS, she effing cleaned up. Just ding, 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 ding. Just, it's an easy to recognize optic. I like sealed. I'm anxious to try the new SIG sealed optic, the M17 sealed optic. I'm being told by my SIG guy that they're going to set me up with the ability to try one. So that'll be cool.
To the person that asked when the FMF is shipping, I think it was Milstead. Half of those have shipped, and the other half we're hoping to get out next week.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why. Unless everybody's sick again in our freaking shop, then we should get them next week because they're done. Like the blades are sharpened, the logo. Camera Wife did the logoing on them while I was sharpening and building other stuff. So they got ready.
And then people are asking, like, if they ordered something from the new drop, when will they ship?
So I put on there 3 to 6 months. That's it. We have a production schedule that we're doing in the background, the order that we're doing those things, but we have to advertise that 3 to 6 months because...
I thought you were going to say 3 to 9 months.
I mean, I did say 3 to 9 months originally. I mean, if something happens, it could be that long. But realistically, we're like 3 to 6. And it says that at the top of every blade description. This is you're reserving what we already have the steel in the shop for. We're not pre-selling to fund buying the material. We have the materials, but we have a production schedule, and we're only releasing what we can get done in a 6-month time period. Some stuff will be soon. Some stuff will be not as soon.
Chad DeRosiers is here. Best way to contact, just email us, tkellknives@gmail.com or customer service at tkellknives.com.
Yeah, we have a contact form on the website too.
Stephen Clayton, can you ask that question again because it already went away? I didn't see it.
I'm waiting.
Some people asked some stuff, but I lost it.
Ask again.
ADCRV2, is it as protective since it has the nickel boron, like if you live in the salt water or south?
200 times more so than regular ADCRV. So we had the salt spray test done by the company that does the nickel boron. So 200 times more corrosion preventative than standard ADCRV2. So for what it's worth, that much more. It's not as corrosion preventative as AEBL or Nitro V, which are pretty much the same. But if you were to do stuff in water and wipe the thing and keep it pretty dry, the blade is going to be many times more corrosion
edge
preventative.
is what they need to...
The edge is what you need to be concerned about. But I tell people this a lot. If you're using your blade, typically your edge is not going to get corroded anyway.
Mine isn't. I don't know. It's like, seems like it's different for different people.
She has ADCRV and she carries it on body and uses it for everything.
Bye, Vicky. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Thanks. Stropping it will usually take the stuff off of it. So if you run it over some leather real quick, but the AEBL is going to be more so. Less work, but the nickel boron is going to make it many times more corrosion resistant. It's not proof, but it is resistant. We used to do nickel phos underneath the nickel boron, but then we were having some issues with the inconsistency of how it looked, and we were having tons of blemishes. So we quit doing the nickel phos under. Now it's just nickel boron. The T1C.
Now you got to tell everybody thank you for the wonderful year, because tomorrow's
Man,
brand
I don't
new.
know, guys. I do want to say a huge thank you. I know it's been a year of growth that we didn't anticipate ever, and maybe considered 5 years. So we grew 5 years worth of growth in 1 year. And it's thanks to you guys. And we're still a family, and we're a family-run operation, and we don't want to grow beyond that size and the ability to keep it in the family. So we consider you guys that. Like, you have invested in us as people, and you believe in our product as much as we do. And I just want to say thanks. It means
Me too.
more than you guys know. We say it all the time in private, like, man, can you believe? I remember the first time somebody told me the only thing my husband wants for Christmas is your knife. That blew my mind. Like, I didn't cry, but it meant a lot to me. And it still means the same amount today when we hear that. I know some people got a little bit frustrated that their blades didn't come by Christmas because that's what their person asked for. And we tried our best. But what we want to do this year is to deliver on what we say. When I say 3 to 6 months, I want to hit 3 to 6 months. And if it's going to be 9 months, you're going to know in enough time to either change your mind or get mad and cancel your order, which is really, really rare.
Yeah, most people.
Our customers are the greatest. Like, we very rarely have anybody that gets rowdy. Occasionally people will get a little bit heated, and that's understandable, to a certain degree. I get it, It's usually first-time customers that happens with, because they're like, well, they don't see any reviews on the internet that say that we never delivered, because that has never happened. So they kind of think that we're not jerking them around, but then when we miss a deadline, they don't know us. Maybe it's hype, but we always win them over. I can think of 2 instances where we didn't win somebody over, and I think they
even got a free knife.
They got a free knife, and I feel like they just wanted to be a jerk. Or
yeah, Chad.
They didn't want to,
Chad said, order your knife now and it'll be here by next Christmas. That's what I say, because Tim is like a little bit more conservative in his estimate, and I'm like, it's going to take longer than that.
Well, 6 months is the longest it's
but
ever,
it still
ever,
can
ever
take
taken.
Longer.
It's never taken more than 6 months. Ever.
Okay, we don't
It hasn't.
We don't talk about this.
It hasn't. You tell me when. It never has.
Honey.
What did? Don't honey me.
Don't be mad at me. I'm just saying.
I just go by numbers and facts.
Okay.
We've never had one that's taken more than 6 months.
Let's give away another blade.
Let's just say we're never doing it. We're taking all your money. We're never sending you a knife. That's what she wants me to say.
No, I don't.
I'll send you a knife between now
I just mean sometimes
and
it can take longer than we think it's going to take.
So we probably have about a 6 to 7 year turnaround. That's that's what she wants us to say.
Roz Pavel wants a kitchen knife.
That would be before 2030. I don't ever see that happening. Because unless we can, I don't see how. Unless we expanded, and I just don't think that we can handle expansion.
Everybody wants kitchen knives.
Yeah. I guess I could recommend some other makers. They're just hard to, they take a huge amount of time.
Oh yeah, when I just finally had to tell him, you're going to have to stop making kitchen knives, because he'd be in that grinding room for hours.
You're talking
on
days.
One knife.
You guys don't understand what it takes to go from a chunk of steel to a kitchen knife that functions and balances and cuts like a kitchen knife. It is days. I can make a batch of EDC blades that cost $200, 15 to 1. So if you wanted to pay, what's $200? $3,000 for a kitchen knife. I think, though, if we were to charge hourly for our knives, nobody could afford them. That's why we do them in batches, because we want to, and we don't have huge margins. Like, we're working through that contract with Dylan on the screwdrivers, the TS-87s, and they're like, well, if we buy 1,000, what's our discount? I'm like, we'll give you a veteran's discount. We
got like 5 minutes left. You want to give away a Nighthawk, or a screwdriver? I saw that over there. I saw Gideon.
You pick. Somebody. You pick. You are the giveaway lady.
I got to get a question ready here.
Uh-oh.
Here's a future question
Future.
that y'all can pay attention to this. Fun fact: Tim's cousin was in the major leagues.
Oh, yeah.
George Kell.
Yep. It's funny. I don't think I'd ever mentioned that to camera wife ever. And somebody said that, like, by chance, did you ever have a relative in the major leagues? And I said, yeah, George Kell. He's a Hall of Famer.
From Michigan.
From Michigan, which is where I'm from.
Were you born there?
Yeah, I was born in Trenton, Michigan.
Gideon. People are saying Gideon.
I've always tried to find a George Kell baseball card, but I haven't tried since the internet has been a huge thing, so it would probably be really easy.
Hawk or Gideon, honey?
You want to flip for it?
Yeah.
I don't even have a change in my pocket. Hey, let's flip these new clips that we didn't get a chance to talk about.
Oh, we're going to talk about that?
Yep. Nobody wants to see our face for longer than 2 hours, so. Okay.
How are you going to say which side?
Ulti clip side is the hawk. Okay?
Okay.
It stayed on that side the whole time. What a dumbass thing to flip. That's not going to work.
You don't have a coin you can flip?
I don't know. Let me see if I can find one. No coins around. Let's use this silver coin that we were talking with. Okay. So, this is the silver coin. The brand inside will be the hawk. Are you ready? Mm-hmm. It's a hawk. Here it is. It's a hawk.
Nighthawk. Okay, let's give away a Nighthawk.
Give away a hawk.
And it will be on the next batch, so you'll have to wait on it, but we'll put your order in for it.
I have the steel for it. We'll send it to you before 2030.
Yeah, we could just stay on all day.
You got your questions ready? How many people we got on?
130.
It's a lot of people.
Why, do we want to do a number giveaway?
I thought about it.
Just because people are...
Because we want to torture ourselves?
Well, Hunter's the one that ends up having to do all the work.
That's why I said we should stop doing that. And I see Hunter like answers patrons with like questions that I should be answering, and on like social media, Instagram. That's what that thing's called. Jeez, what a retard. And I'm like, man, I wish we weren't so busy.
But he helps us out.
Yeah, it's a huge help. I just feel bad. It's not like I'm mad. Like, you don't work here. Stupid Hunter. No, it's that I don't want it to be too big where we've got to rely on and people waiting so freaking long to get an answer that Hunter's like, you know what I mean? So.
No, I'm happy when Hunter answers people. I'm like, I don't have to answer.
I know, and I am too.
I'm happy when he posts, because then I can just repost what he posts.
And we didn't ask him. He doesn't get paid. He just is nice. I don't really know. So, thanks. But I do feel bad that, like, hey, Hunter's like, I wish I could save up the money to do this and this and this. And then he facilitates everybody else getting free shit.
Do you really, Huffbear? Huffbear says he has a George Kell card in excellent condition. We can do a number giveaway if y'all want to. They just always end up in fighting. Everybody's messing.
Nobody's drinking
I
yet.
was first.
Nobody's been drinking yet. Maybe they won't fight that much. I don't know. It's totally up to you.
Number giveaway, y'all, or trivia?
Do you have a trivia question ready?
I mean, I have a bunch of questions that I wrote down.
Hard to keep up.
We can do the last number one, but we'll have to. We'll have to be the people to call it, because there's too many people that get upset.
Yeah, and then Hunter's like having to go back and review tape for days. And they're like, well, this guy said he won. It's like, okay, let me look.
Roz helped us out too before.
That's right, Roz Pavel. And they both came up with the same answer, but we don't need people spending like New Year's Eve
going over.
Yeah.
All right, everybody wants a number, so we'll try it. Please do not guess more than one number. Please forgive us if you think you won and we say you didn't.
All right, and I'll jab you in the eye with Mickey's giant finger.
And please also be aware that sometimes it comes up on your end and looks like you answered it first. But for everybody
all
else
these disclaimers. It's crazy.
We do this because we like to give to y'all. We don't want it to be
Yeah.
a bad thing. So don't guess yet. We haven't said go. There's 121 people on.
Okay.
So we can start soon. Oh, John's on from Poland.
Oh!
Wait, show
Good.
his stuff while we're
Good.
waiting
I'm
on
glad
people
Jan
guessing.
came on. I was waiting for you, hoping you'd be here. I don't want to say your last name because some people are weird about that. But Jan, hopefully it's the same Jan.
I think so.
Why is it stuck? Oh, it wasn't. I'm just stupid. So he sent a Christmas card. Thank you. I need to translate it, but thank you, Jan, for that. Very nice. Means a lot. He knows I like patches. We've actually been friends for a while. We WhatsApp a lot, very often. And he sent me all these patches. And I love the fact that I got some Poland patches. Because anytime I get one from another foreign country, I put them on my bag. So I've got Israel, I've got Canada, I've got the US, and now Poland. So I'm going to put, see these little ones like this? They fit right here. They're really neat on this new coin thing. Oh, oops, dumb. But Jan, thank you, and Happy New Year. Merry Christmas to you. This one looks freaking awesome. Can you even see him? Or too far away?
You can come up a little bit with it.
What does this one say? I'll have to look him up. I don't want to put too
He
much.
said, awesome, so glad they made it to you.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. It's such an honor. It's really cool. I love these type of things. Now I got to give you guys some more free stuff. It's just such a crazy world right now, man. I was really excited about these. So thanks, Jan. And he's giving our stuff to some YouTubers there in Poland. Are we doing the thing?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh.
He just said stop.
Oh, he actually, I thought you were doing it.
Oh, you want me to guess
No,
the
no.
number?
You ready?
Guess it. Yeah.
120, what's the number? How many people?
I forgot.
121 is what you told me.
Is that what it was?
Is everyone in agreement?
121, is that correct? Yep, go ahead.
Hey Siri. Oh yeah, I'll do the watch thing. You got to do this. Pick a random number between 1 and 121.
It's 90.
Did you hear it, guys?
90.